Do you fancy yourself as a leader? Do you see yourself as one? Do you consider yourself one who leads others, that you're not a follower, but a leader? If so, I'm going to give you three questions you must answer in order to be a leader, or you're not one. This is the Warrior Podcast, episode 170. And today let's talk about the three questions you must answer if you're going to be a leader or if you are a leader. All right, just to jump right into it. So don't even ask me how this came up, right? So like most of the time as I drive into my office, to my shop to start my day, I pray to the Lord during that time, about a 20-minute drive, and ask for inspiration, like have a discussion in my car. You know, people around me would think I was nuts, but I don't care what they think. So I'm driving, having this discussion, working through it. And I guess the thought came to my mind that in the self-esteem age and the kind of so into your kid's age, you always hear this saying of like, my son's a leader, or be a leader, don't be a follower. You'd hear that all the time, right? Don't be a follower, be a leader. And I thought to myself, can everybody be a leader? And I think they can to a certain extent. And so, but I asked myself, okay, well, what makes a leader? Just because I say I'm one? Or is there criteria to being a leader? Is there a criteria to leadership? It's universal. And so I started to think about leaders and what was some commonality between them and what three things, and I gave myself three, got to start with some kind of metric, right? I gave myself three things to say, okay, these three things make a leader. So here's your three questions you need to answer if you fancy yourself a leader or if you follow a leader. And if you can't answer these, you might not want to follow that person. All right, number one, who do you lead? Who are you responsible for to lead? Who do you have to provide for on some level that they look to you for leadership? If you don't have these people don't exist, you're not a leader. Because who are you leading? If you look at every leader, they had people they led. Now, this could be taken to the most smallest case or the largest, right? The most basic form of leadership could be a home. A parent leads their children. A husband leads his wife. That's how it's supposed to be according to Scripture. He's supposed to lead his household, lead his family. So there, boom, there you go. All right. On to number two. Number two, do you have, or what is your principles of leadership? What is the driving force behind your leadership? Why should somebody listen to you? What philosophy, standards are you leading them in? What is the vehicle of this leadership? Do you even have it? Or you just feel like a leader? I just like to lead. I'm just going to walk around and hope people follow me, philosophically or practically, actually. Do you have these principles? Do you have this philosophy? Do you have a canon, a standard of leadership? Now, obviously that can evolve as the situation dictates and as problems arise and issues arise. We can evolve our method, our philosophy, our principles of leadership as necessary. All right, last but not least, number three, we're there. Where are you leading them? What is the standard? What is the goal? What is the outcome, the result that you're leading people into? Is there a place that you're leading them? And I know this can be philosophical or something other that's not tangible in the physical, but still, we're leading them somewhere by a standard, and we're leading a particular people, persons, influences, those that we influence. So if you can't answer those three questions, you're either not a leader or you're not one yet. Not saying you won't be one, but don't consider yourself a leader, I feel, until you can answer those three questions. And here's the thing. I think some people out there that fancy themselves leaders aren't. And that's okay. They just need to recognize that so they can go to answer those three questions. Who are those that I'm going to provide for, that I'm responsible for? What are the standards, the philosophy, the principles that I follow in my leadership? And where am I taking them? Where exactly are we going? What is the vision? Where's the outcome, the result that I'm taking them into? The promised land, if you will. All right, guys, as always, you're a warrior designed for glory, God's glory. And obviously, if you really take these questions and line them up with Scripture, you'll see that every leader in the Scriptures can answer these three questions. Maybe not out of the gate, but they eventually could. All right, God be with you. If you like this content, like, subscribe, hit the little bell or whatever it is to be a subscriber that gets notified for the YouTube channel. I'll continue to put the content out. God be with you. Stay in the fight. Peace.